new here, we like to talk about nursing trending topics. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with us. And we have a story here for you today.
Yes, we do.
I don't know if you guys heard because it's been trending recently. So this has been really big about the guy that killed 2 hospital employees down in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, Mr. Hernandez had murdered 2 employees. It was a social worker. Last name, I'm not really sure how to pronounce. Pokauaa.
Oh, Pakua.
And then a nurse, Miss Annette Flowers. They were both murdered by Hernandez in the mother-baby unit, of all places. He was there to actually visit his girlfriend who was giving birth. Baby's unharmed. The mother of the infant unfortunately suffered some injuries because she was pistol whipped by Hernandez.
So what happens is, let's give you some backstory. So Nestor himself, Nestor Hernandez, he was on an ankle monitor. So he had been arrested a few times. He had served some time in jail. He was actually off of early release on an aggravated robbery charge. So he was released in October 2021, and he was just on the monitor now. They had given him permission to go to the hospital to visit his girlfriend since she just recently had a baby. So we're already modifying some things that we haven't, which we shouldn't have. The only issue was that they never let the hospital staff know his circumstance. So they were unaware that he was on an ankle monitor, that he was still serving a aggravated assault case,
that he was on probation.
Yeah.
So yeah, his probation officer is the one who gave him the permission to go to the hospital. The hospital had nothing to do with him with those circumstances.
Right.
That's not something that they commonly ask. Like, oh, are you on probation? Do you have an ankle monitor? That's not something they ask.
I mean, it will be now.
Probably, yeah, going forward.
So what ends up happening is he ends up getting riled up. So I think he went there with the intent to confront her about infidelity. That's what it sounds like, because they say he arrived around 10:20, then 11 o'clock is when everything goes down. So initially he was in there and he was, beating her up, accusing her of infidelity, making claims that, I will kill both of us right now, and I'll kill everybody that comes in this room. Like, he was off the wall.
The social worker, Pokauaa, she went in the room to do like her routine, whatever she has to do for social work purposes. He shot her. So then after he shot her, Miss Flowers came over and just kind of peeked in to see what was going on, I guess to help the situation. And unfortunately, she was shot in the hallway.
Right. And I guess, like, you never think, with everything that's going on through your workday, you never imagine that you're going to walk into a patient with a gun.
Right.
You never imagine when you're in the middle of med pass or you're answering a call bell that you're going to be in the middle of a stick up. Like,
exactly.
You never think that. So it's very unfortunate that it happened like that. After he shot the 2 individuals, one of the hospital sergeants that was there was able to shoot him in the leg and kind of disarm him. And they were able to treat his wounds, take him into custody, and now I think he's currently at another hospital, or he's actually being held somewhere. But either way, there were so many systems that failed, and we lost 2 hospital staff, and it's just so crazy what's going on. I feel like nurses are already under so much pressure right now with everything going on, and just to add this extra layer of not feeling secure in your workspace is a whole nother issue.
You just expect to come to work, do what you need to do. You don't expect to get, beat on or shot at. Or, that is just, it's not something that you expect. So I don't understand how you let someone with an 11-year history of, robberies and thefts and this and that, like just so many years of turmoil and a bad past, with an ankle bracelet on, that's on probation, recently released, the year before, you let them into the hospital for, like, I don't understand how we came to that decision. It doesn't seem like the best decision.
Right.
And then now we're sitting here with this tragic event that happened that could have been prevented had he not been able to do that.
Right.
Or even if he was there with supervision or just some other layer of protection. Right.
Yeah.
Because this wouldn't have happened in that case.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that he even had a gun to begin with, like you're talking about someone who had felony charges. They're not supposed to carry firearms. So there was so many things. It was like red flag, red flag.
Right.
So this is a crazy story. It's really tragic. Our hearts go out to the families that are dealing with this, the co-workers that lost their colleagues. Like, this is something that we would never have imagined to happen. So this is crazy.
Right. And it just makes you think about like security measures just in the hospital in general. Like maybe your ED has like metal detectors and things like that, but beyond there, if somebody's coming through the front door, are they being, what I mean? Where's the protection? It's not until something happens. We're not preventing things. It happens and then we react.
Right. So
maybe there needs to be more preventative actions is just what I'm saying, especially in the mother-infant unit.
Yeah, because it's ideally the mother-infant unit is more of a locked unit because they take they really try to keep the kids and the mom safe, the babies and the mom safe.
Right.
So the fact that they were someone who was able to get onto the unit with a gun at that is just wild. And the crazy thing is, sometimes there's more security at schools than there is at hospitals. Granted, schools haven't been having the best track record with these guns, but I think that we should, with institutions like the hospital and schools, they need to have more security to make sure that the people working there and the people there to get treatment, and the everyday visitors are being secure when they get there. Like, they want to be safe. They want to know that they're coming to do A, B, C without getting shot at or whatever the case may be. Like, security definitely needs to be up to notch.
Yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we want to know what you guys are thinking about it. Personally, disgusted, horrified. Does it make me feel safe as a nurse? If you guys are interested in this topic, or if you have any stories, or if you heard anything more on the topic that we didn't mention, go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section, because we definitely want to know about it too.
Yeah, and we like to have a discussion and just kind of get your thoughts and opinions and things like that.
Open forum kind of thing. Stay tuned, because this story is still in the making, so we're going to figure out what happens with Mr. Nestor Hernandez and how they're going to bring justice for the 2 lives that he took.
So as always, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.